I hear you've got a job for me.
May the Lord of Geo protect you and fortune find you.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will... Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also...
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liu Qixing have acquiesced to using the same location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really... Although with that said, since we got back from Dway and Karst, none of those pesky Millelith soldiers have come chasing after us. Wonder what that's about. Also...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli. So, was this
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have found all the evidence that there is to find here. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would... Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the Golden House.
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the more...
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morax. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhongli?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce, in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used to...
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now. Follow...
atmosphere here and leave it. You can't beat the atmosphere here and leave it.
Why'd they have to give me that transfer?
Hey, boss, do you sell silk?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and...
My goodness, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, just look at the abundant foliage here, and these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the gold. By contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Morphologically, it is distinguished by the profusion of petals and densely packed stamens, though its powerful scent gives it away just as easily. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Unlike its exuberant cousins, flowers and silk flowers have all but disappeared from the wild today due to geographical changes over Liyue's history. Most are not grown by horticulturalists.
Wow! A true connoisseur.
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot in every...
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble.
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melody. But this silk flower purchase is not. Perhaps you don't know. Tradition states that we should decoct perfume from different subspecies of silk flower when making an offering to a statue of the seven. Rex Lapis will then make his own choice between the scents. Like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the seven in 3,700 years. As such, Now that's settled, a question. Do you have any Mora on you?
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? It would be bad luck to say it out. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord...
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss. I think I speak for all of us.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money!
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flower...
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately.
Talk about first world...
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk.
So this time we get to go around town looking for...
I will wait for you near the statue of the...
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lauren. She's master of the Liyue branch, right? favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for
No, they were from a Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about
the fortune teller, right? Paimon, remember. Thanks, Lon. See?
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely... That said, some of the cosmetics... Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty...
That's the word.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Yingar?
Yangair?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has...
Great! This is just the end.
Unfung's Iron here to
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know it?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around?
What can I say? People love to talk. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my home? 3 in one go. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering...
Zhongli was right. People don't remember.
As one of my favorite poems.
That went over Paimon's head.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant. But you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice.
try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
I've had a word with Chef Mao. Are you ready to please?
What did you...
I meant make me proud. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch...
Oh, Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
You at the one-man restaurant.
Really got a lot going for it.
Not yet.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm, so now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, now take these and try it out. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Try something new at the one-man restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop soup.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
Wow, this is some exquisite. The essence is placed into water, and you must take care to control the heat during this process if the temperature goes too high. So please focus on. Don't waste a drop of that essence. All three perfumes are ready, and you a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger with the second one is for those with more refined tastes. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with. I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful. Come.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of
Try
the
something
Seven.
new at the one-man
Mr.
restaurant.
Zhongli's probably been waiting a while. us, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring.
Oh, compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well,
3 sets, and not one.
thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and it's liked by younger. This is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex
Perhaps Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms.
What a shame. We only got to see...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparation.
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian.
Sure, but...
I have certain reasons.
Man, why is he...
This weather's got me in the mood for reciting some laws. Let's see. Commercial Law of Liyue, Chapter 27, Section 6, Article 3 stipulates that... Wait, what was it? Oh my goodness, I've completely forgotten. What is wrong with me today?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire? But...
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glaze... If they heard beautiful... But if they heard too much...
So that means these flowers...
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Qixing made it all. This harbor is like a... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Ah, that old trinket. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it all, but he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and still, though, I can't recall when. It's... Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. We can...
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot?
How does that work? Hey, that's... And even if it was like that...
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is some...
Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Did you notice? The cobwebs were made of elemental energy. How long has it been since Granny last swept this place? Boom boom! There is no... Incinerate! You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? Paimon's more and more convinced that she's an adeptus.
Illusion shattered!
Boom boom! Ha! Yeah. Yikes! Yeah. Motion to compel. Boom boom! Motion to compel.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me... Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean. Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened.
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal, but no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting to cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of... Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine is fine. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would... Well, you must have things to... Oh, and do tell the person who said that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for...
We will. Thanks, Grit.
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell...
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked if you have the time, you can come over for...
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed... When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we...
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are... I will explain it to you.
Oh, sure.
you're here. The 7...
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the one. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government, really well, but
Well, that's because I prefer to share fun things with...
Children's toys are very fun things. Finely crafted toys are well loved by children, but this craft itself has been... I have made kites in Liyue for 40 years, and I am intimately familiar with the forms passed down from my ancestors.
Indeed. These are decorations used in the...
I took the liberty of coloring outside the lines when doing the insignia of the Animo Archon. As for the kite that honors the Geo Archon, one must follow the contract given right down to the last letter. These patterns are ancient, and you can also find them in the Golden House.
Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of this kite displays a firm grasp on the cyclicality and eternity so dear to the Electro Archon. These markings of tree and leaf pay due honor to wisdom and the passage of time. Justice flows across the surface of the waters. War rages like a flame.
The compliments of a learned...
Well then, Granny Shen, I shall take these back with me. As for the payment...
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
No, I was merely... I see Mr. Zhongli's the same as ever. When paying, well, when getting others to pay for him, he knows a great deal about money, and about the trials of the common man. He just doesn't consider poverty to be something... Or perhaps, you could say that he cannot imagine himself lacking money.
How has he not died of hunger yet?
Child, you are as fond of jokes as ever. Well then, since we've purchased our kites without the rite of parting requires helping hands as well as materials. We should be able to find some people near the...
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. You probably won't want to... Seems I missed out on some interesting information. I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune moment next time.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into the mountains to capture a...
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 Mora. What say?
A most fair price.
That won't do, I'm afraid. It's too little. Too little, I said. Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Should I save this money? Or invest it? A full day of odd jobs at Yujing Terrace. No problem. 25,000 per day. A fair trade, yes?
Whoa, that's expensive.
Hero of Mondstadt? Never heard of...
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus, I will simply pay the...
That's too little. That's too little. That's too little. Hard. That's enough. I'm done. 25,000 and not a more or less. Take it or leave it.
Hey, don't get mad.
Oh, help? Sure. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some wooden implements over at Yujing Terrace. They aren't uncommon objects, so I didn't make any special prep.
No problem. That'll be 20,000 more.
Done.
This is all you got? No, can't, child. No. He's put. How about this? Let's make a trade. Get me a single Chinkson flower, and I'll consider that payment for a detour to find this child fellow. How does that sound?
Guess we've got no choice.
Have you brought the goods? Hey, that's pretty good. With this Chinkson flower, I should be able to pacify my...
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep. A favor for the Fatui should never go unrewarded.
You think you can buy us off with some loose...
Well, how does this sound? You give me the information I need, and maybe...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense all of a sudden.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy, the finest pharmacy in all of... Is everything...
Everything is fine. I was just in... Now if you'll excuse me.
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
Try your luck betting on Jade? Try your luck betting on Jade?
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right.
The reception is deserted. And it seems kinda spooky and... Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo.
Huh? Did you hear that?
The reception, it seems.
How about eat? Oh, there you are. But you can't even reach the counter. Ah, Paimon.
Welcome to Boo Boo Pharmacy. Once upon a time, Chi-Chi died. Then, Chi-Chi was saved by the Adepti. Now, Chi-Chi is a zombie.
Something like this?
Hello, little girl.
Excuse me, sir. Did you bring your...
I... surely know.
Chi-Chi can get your medicine. But only if you show Chi-Chi your prescription.
Zombies are limited to acting within the confines of their orders. And somehow in this case, my dear Chi-Chi, we didn't bring a...
Okay then.
How did you manage that?
But Chi-Chi helps you.
Since when do customers need to do favors for customer service staff?
Never mind. Just think of it as a peer-to-peer transaction. That way everybody wins. Sometimes in Liyue, the art of the deal is...
Go to Mount Tianheng.
Guizhong Ballista. It's a kind of crossbow turret, installed on Mount Qinheng by an adeptus in the distant... Located in Qinheng Pass, it was designed...
Mr. Zhang Li,
Apparently not quite. This is the...
The Coco Goat is a legendary animal.
Did you want to add any?
No, just that the Coco Goat is a legendary animal. An Adeptabeast. What it looks like? Don't know. Where to find it? Don't know either. Where it came from? Also don't know.
Very well then. Let's start by investigating...
What? It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just...
It is...
Aw, what?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are...
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge...
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. As I recall, there is a military if we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong.
So, what you're saying.
I have a smattering of knowledge on the topic. With the parts in hand, I could at least tinker with.
Where is that supply post? Here, post.
Let's appraise the value on this.
One moment. It is done. The Guizhong ballista is more intricately designed than I thought.
Ooh! Now how do we turn it on?
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a
Over here we have nothing. And over there...
Hey! Just what do you think you're doing? So you fixed up this
Not a turret. A Guizhong ballista.
Ha! Are you blind or something? This area is supposed to be chock full of hidden treasures, but you can't get anywhere near them with Last time we approached the mountain, it nearly skewered one of our... A few of us risked our lives to disarm it, which amazingly we managed. And then we turn our backs for 2 seconds. The next thing you'll be repairing is your face!
Tut tut. Vandalize. It is not we who need
You're open! Direct assault!
Let's dance! Boom boom!
Done.
Incinerate!
Have a little taste.
Shine down! Light
The wrong test subject.
Illusion shatter!
The wrong test subject. Such a pain.
The hunter becomes
One down!
Boom boom!
Should replace my hammer.
These lowlifes didn't know.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not...
Oh, yeah, that!
A search using the Guizhong ballista revealed... What's more, a contraption built using Adeptus technology...
Which means... a Paimon wouldn't go that far.
We won't solve anything while standing here and
Good idea. We did our best, and that...
Forgive us. We were unable to fulfill our end of the contract.
What a disappointment.
Oh, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon feel so guilty all of a sudden?
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. So tasty. Much better than norm. I'm sorry. I have a... here. This...
Huh?
I owe you both an apology.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't know.
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Someone learnt a valuable...
Might I ask who...
Ah, how rude of me. I'm Baiju, boss of the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Paimon thought Chi-Chi was the boss. Turns out it's some wacko who wears medicinal ingredients around it. What a sorry state of affairs. This little mascot is even more of a simpleton than Chi-Chi. Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking! I prefer to stay silent, but faced with strangers, I must speak, lest you mistake me for an escape.
Don't mind Chung Sheng. She's a good girl, really.
Do you sell everlasting incense?
Everlasting incense?
Whew, alas, things are finally starting to come together.
3 million more. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad the Qixing have taken it over.
3 million. An innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it could be a hard sum to come by.
It's a crazy number. We'd never be able to make that much more.
This is correct.
What are we gonna do? Is it...
Cocoa Goat! Cocoa Goat!
Hey, let's laugh!
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the best laugh I've had in a long... Excuse me, sir. Dr. Baiju, isn't it? Truly honored. I'm If Boo Boo Pharmacy needed a stable supply of, say, coconut milk,
Strange. I knew the Fatui infiltrated businesses with
Coconut milk. Baiju, quick.
Ah, yes, of course, Chi-Chi. Anything you want. Thank you, child. I look forward to a successful collaboration in the future. I can give you a discount on that everlasting incense, too.
That's like
2,990,000. Also an innocuous number in and of itself, though practically speaking, it is a whole 10,000 less than the original sum of 3 million. Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
Ah, that lot is an absolute riot. So, you've been eavesdropping.
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I warned you, didn't I? As the old Liuwa saying goes, the...
Well, as it stands, we've hired helpers, and we've acquired the everlasting incense. The completion of our preparations is not far off.
Whew, finally!
Well, traveler, have you gained anything from our adventure so far? Odd. Which is it, I wonder? The questions that such travels raise are ever so complicated. Well, to treat you to a meal. Oh, yes, don't worry. Tonight I shall take you both to an old hole in the wall, praised throughout Liuwa.
Hole in the wall? As in a cool
Indeed. Let us meet near the harbor. Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
If it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place... But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one that...
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue, what does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang... Imagine, the weather is clear. Behold, the They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom.
Tianquan Ningguang. Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one... Huh.
At last I have found you. You who returned from...
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jieyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my... But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite him to come here. I wish to meet him. At the Jade Chamber, to get...
And with that, the emissary who called herself what we've received an invitation will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should...
An invitation. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the...
Don't worry, we won't forget.
The case before us is a strange and... unprecedented one indeed.